Okay. Yeah, I should be live. Good evening, good morning, good day to everyone. Let me know if you can hear me good. I'm experiencing some weird issues with my internet connection, but yeah, and because I scheduled it, I used to doing from my phone, but I'm doing from my computer. So, just I hope the quality will be good. Wanted to do this live stream. And really to focus on Hardanger Open in this one. So if we can keep the questions surrounding Hardanger Open, that would be great. And after that, we can talk about everything that's on your mind or maybe my mind. So next week on Thursday, me and I guess 6 other people from Latvia were heading to Norway to Hardanger Open. It's one of it's one of I think it's going to be the biggest event in Norway's armwrestling history. The headline to that is, of course, Engin versus John super match. Yeah, in description to this, you can find all the information about the live stream. So it's going to be pay-per-view event on live stream on Friday evening. That is 18th of March. So next Friday. And there's few super matches with athletes from 4 or 5 nations. And I think, there's some interesting ones that I think is just gonna be really, really good, and we're gonna talk about them as well. And on Saturday there's a tournament, Hardanger Open 2022. So if you are near Norway, or you have a chance to come, I wouldn't don't miss this out. You have to come for this event. If you have a chance to come, head out, do tournament. You'll meet John, you'll meet Engin, me, Yanis, Vlad is going to be there, Frode, and many more. Chance is coming as well. So it's going to be full of talent and full of great arm wrestlers. And yeah, I'm very excited for it. So let's go through the super matches. So on a Friday night, there's a pay-per-view event. As I said, all the information is in description. We will have Sondre Brekke versus Kristaps Blumanis. So Sondre Brekke is their national champ in 70 kilo junior class. Kristaps is last year's European and world champion with both arms. I told them that they need to understand how strong Kristaps is. I'm struggling with Kristaps a lot, so he's one of those guys. I favor Kristaps in this match heavily, but it's Sondre is from Hardanger club, and Kristaps will give him a good match for sure. We have Zilan Mercan from Sweden versus Adelina Busthian from Norway. So Zilan is she was junior. She competed in junior, sub-junior or junior girls class. I can't forget. Yeah, I met her in World Championships. She was part of Swedish team. Really talented young arm wrestler facing Adelina from Norway. Adelina has been one of the strongest female arm wrestlers in past years, rising fast, really strong. That's an interesting match because Adelina will be heavier. She's a little bit different weight class, but Zealand will fight for 100%. Engin's coming with the whole crew, as I'm coming with the crew of Latvians. Engin is coming with the crew of Turkish arm wrestlers. Yeah, and tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream with Engin. We're going to talk about all these, about how he feels about the match, how ready he is. So we'll have Nisa Camadan from Turkey versus Sandra Rødland from Norway. So Nisa is she's 17. She was under 15 European champion, and now under 18 she got second place in WAF World Championships. And she will face Sandra Rødland from Norway, one of the most decorated female arm wrestlers, many-time national champ. And so we get into the top 3 matches of the card. Frode Haugland will face Niyazi Kurt. So Niyazi Kurt is 2-time WAF World and 2-time European champion. He's been off arm wrestling for 11 years. Right now, he is 51 years old. And if anyone thinks that Frode will have easy day, I'm 99% sure that Niyazi Kurt will open up his hand and pin him at least once or twice. Can he win the match? I don't know. I would still favor Frode in a longer match, but Niyazi Kurt is such a deadly top roller, and we know, the deadly top roll specialists have been a problem of Frode. So that's an interesting one for sure. Niyazi Kurt as Wolf. So the second big match of the card is Vaios and Vlad. So they will be pulling both arms. So I don't know how we're going to put it all together, but Vaios and Vlad had one of the most amazing, most intense matches I have ever seen, been witness to. We were in Sweden. Which year was it? 2018, I guess, or 19. Yeah. Google Vladislavs Krasovskis versus Vaios Anthoulis. That was something else. So we had agreement with Vaios that he would cut weight, but at the end he said he can't, or he just can't. So Vlad said no problem. Vlad's going to be about 86, and Vaios will be close to 100 kilos. And I think this is going to be really, really entertaining match. Both of them don't stop. They can pull almost any position, and overall, really, really good and crazy match. I hope to see crazy match. So yeah, Blood lives in different city now, and he's been we've been traveling to his practices. He's been coming to ours. A few weeks before, like on the day I went to Malta was the last time I practiced with Vlad. Felt incredibly strong. Pretty much, I remember my left arm pretty much dominated everyone there, and I couldn't do anything to Vlad. It was like ridiculously strong. And the main event is John Brzenk versus Engin Terzi. I don't feel like Engin can win this, but I think Engin can surprise a lot of people. He's big, he's strong. In pretty much any position, even if he wouldn't have the injury he had in June, I would still favor John over him, for many different reasons. But I think Engin he can do damage. I don't believe he can win the war, but he can win maybe a round or two. And I think that's going to be really, really good match. And one of those legacy matches that everyone wants to see. We want to see Engin Terzi pulling John Brzenk. Why not? And so that's all the information about Hardagner Open pay-per-view card. Link is in description. Everything. If you watch it there, you will support more these kind of events. So next year, I would love to come back and pull Frode one more time in any scenario if I get my little bit better health, not health, but stronger. Let's be honest. But yeah, and then please support it. Watch it, get the pay-per-view if you can, and yeah, be nice. And next day is a tournament. Right now, it's already had it has 130 entries or something, or 130 competitors. That's like big number of competitors. We're bringing a whole team of Latvians. So Kristaps and Vladislavs will pull the super matches, and they will be refereeing on day 2. Me and Yanis will be doing commentary for the event. So everything on pay-per-view. Me and Yanis will be cracking jokes and getting drunk in the backstage. And we have Kaspars is coming as a referee, and we will have Oscars as a referee. If you're following the Latvian arm wrestling, you know who these guys are. And we will have one more guy from Latvia, Yanis Ungurs. He will come and he will compete. You know, he will do his, I think, first big international that's outside Baltics. So he is interested for that. Yeah. So let's get some questions in. You know what you guys want to talk about, and yeah. Let's see that. I haven't done these in quite a while, and I'm usually doing it together with someone, so I feel so clunky. You know? Okay. Ray, who wins between Jordan Davis and 85 kilo Vlad? This should not be even a question. Yeah, this should not be even a question. Hardanger Open will be ordered this year too. No, I think it's going to be in this Hardanger, like really in a Hardanger. So we'll have like a huge hotel. It's been rented out. So if you want to come for the tournament, please check the information in the description. Everything is there. Want to support the event, pay-per-view information is there as well. Yeah, I will try to talk with, not will try, but tomorrow talk with Engin, and I'll try to get John as well, and a little bit talk about, you know, talk about all these and about all these about this event, maybe some future events, and how does he feel about facing Engin, who is his biggest fan, which is always interesting. Yeah. Even if Engin had enough time to train, he would still lose. He'll give a match, and like I would, like if I would not be going, I would buy the pay-per-view and watch it. Who doesn't want to see John and Engin? You know, Engin gets so, he's different when he's on stage arm wrestling. He really goes into it. You know. Ray, are you going anywhere else in the US besides Arizona for the tournament? We are still thinking about where we will head out, because traveling to USA is very expensive and time consuming, and I don't want to be there for 3-4 days. We want to take at least 7-8 days, and you know, travel, maybe see something, do some seminars if possible. So if anyone from USA is interested in us coming somewhere near, or you know, have any ideas, please contact me, Facebook, Instagram, and we'll figure something out. We already had some interesting suggestions where we should go. I would love to stay in the same states, or at least, you know, same area where we are, because some guys are asking maybe we can go, you know, to different states that are really further away. And yeah, I it's minus 3 degrees Celsius outside. I want some summer, but yeah. Chance. I'm guessing Frode Haugland is healthy again. I'm guessing too. Haven't heard that much from Frode, but I think he is fine and he's doing good. I think the problem with leg has been fixed. I really wanted to see him in Iron House. I think that would have been awesome, you know. But that didn't happen, but we'll figure it out for next time. Don't underestimate Engin. He's a beast, and John will have trouble, maybe even lose. You have to be realistic. I don't see variation where John loses. Match, I see where he might lose a round. Depends on how much horsepower. Like Engin goes so hard, he blows out his own biceps, you know, by going hard, just by going hard. That's how hard he goes. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of USA to see. Oh, yeah. 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 Come to Northeast, train with RBJ. Me. Um, I want to stay where it's warm. And Blood and Brež is an interesting matchup. If that they have met a few times in I think Europeans and Worlds maybe. I think Vlad won all the times, but it was 3-4 years ago. Brej's left arm is, if you get stuck with it, it's a lot of problems, and it's very interesting. And Brej been crazy strong. I like that match. If that match happens, whew, it's an interesting one. Blood has a lot of options. He can either top roll or press. He can get inside. If something doesn't work, he can change the style, especially in super matches. Well, Brej is just a freak. He's a freak. Ray, do you know what's next for Sandris? So he'll pull Lachlan. But that's far in the future. So I guess European Championship. So Europeans is in May, so we'll head out for Europeans, and he will compete there, and then Worlds, maybe some super matches in between. We'll see. Sanders had COVID, and I heard he's dealing with some issues after after the illness, but he's good. He's training, getting back to him feeling like himself. I think it was like me coming back from Iron House. It took me 3-4 weeks before my arms start feeling like they're normal, because it took so much damage. I think Sanders did that, and then he went to fight Chance in Turkey. So I think he needs a rest. It's these matches will take. It's not just the match; it's the preparation, waiting for it, all those things. Mentally, physically, you feel drained. So I think it's good that he's taking some time off. We'll start preparing, and we'll hit Europeans next, at least. Hi Ray, I'm new to Armwrestling. When pulling, is the shoulder set in the rear of the shoulder rotation or at the front? Depends on your pulling style. Depends where it works better for you. Some guys will put it forward, some guys will pull it back, show high, low, inside, rotate here. It really depends on you. You will develop your style. What are your thoughts on Prudnik versus Tadzillo? Depends on what Prudnik wants to do. Prudnik looked incredible. Tadzillo looked incredible. I think we know that Prudnik has way more options. So if something doesn't work, he can change things up. And I think Prudnik is brave enough to go in a hook with him as well. We'll see. We'll see. If they both get paid good money for showing up, there will be a hook war. If they get paid way more for winning, then we're going to see a top roll from Prudnik for sure. Alan the Hitman Ford White Salon of Vlad, do you think he wins? I don't see this match. Sure. Sounds so bullet chance. Yep. Well done for Sons. Yeah. Alan's been crying for a match for a while. Did the REJ need to train that back pressure top roll with the giant hand? He could be. Hi, champs. Hardanger Open, Norway. Yes. Yes, I'll start. Norway. Are you still using Flexed Gold and Animal Flex? I'm using Flexed Gold. Yeah. When it's very, so I will take like joint supplements in two cases. One is when my training gets really, really intense, when I'm preparing for something, or right before I have to recover faster. So if because I have some ideas, maybe I will pulling in Hardanger Open, maybe just with my left arm to save my right. My right has some shoulder problems, but it's strong. I just wanted to heal better for Artem. So the thing is, with my right, I can pull very good, but it's very hard for me to top roll. because my shoulder hurts. So I want my shoulder to get better. So he would call me top roll king. With my left, I have no issues. I can inside outside. So I might pull there with my left. So next week, I might take joint supplements right before Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then, I'm traveling. I will not take anything and come back. No problem. Yeah, the hitman is fun. Let's see, Sprung. Who do you want to see Sprung the super match against? He should take someone on top heavyweights. Yeah. Ray, where are you going? Smash Artemat. Will you pull anyone else at the same time? There's been so many different offers, but because of situation with Ukraine, all those offers get canceled. So I'm still figuring out. There was almost a chance I would had already had 9 super matches by April, by end of the April, but now I just have to settle on 7. But yeah, we'll see. I might go to Germany. They have this promotion Pinemol. It's awesome. If you haven't seen Pinemol videos, Leonidas Arkonov pulls there, and a lot of guys from Germany. It's really awesome. Highly recommend to watch it. I'm a big fan of Strength Wars. Been watching those for quite some time, and as soon as I saw the first video, I'm like, this looks the same, and it is. So yeah, those are really good. Which is the best? Are you worried about it all? Are you worried at all about Artem? That's a great question. Of course, I've been looking at him, looking at his matches, how he's pulling. I think I can pretty much find the antidote. He looks fast. That's what a little bit scares me. With all the super match stuff, I'm very used to pulling slow, and I have lost some of that killer instinct that I had not so long ago. And with the shoulder problem with my right, I really cannot hit that fast. But I feel I should be stronger, really, and I feel like there's I should have antidote to everything he's doing, but I'm always happy for surprises. And when I look at those things and I start thinking, I might think that, well, I don't have to do anything, I'm good. But no, I will think like this. I'll think that he's stronger, that he's faster, and his style beats my style, and I will make myself believe it, so I can train harder, and I can, my only, like, my measuring tool right now is the guys that I'm practicing with. And those, it's pretty much, I know the level of some of the guys that are, top 5, 6 in the world in their weight classes. And if I can, do better against them, deny them something, then I know I'm improving. It really feels like I'm improving. So I feel confident in there, but I need to improve more, because in my head, I'm like, he's stronger. You have to be ready. You will be jet lagged. You will be traveling for days. You will not feel that great. Everyone there is going to hate you, So yeah. Do you think Vlad could slow down or stop Corey West outside like he did with Mike Yellow? Vlad can hit Will fast, but maybe even shoulder press him in, but I don't know. It's very hard with these heavyweights. Sometimes it's just the mass and everything else. Yeah. Corey is impossible to top roll. Yeah. guess so. Um, I think Artem is missing top end power. Don't tell me those things. Tell me that he is really, really strong. You know. But yeah, I'm. It's never a good thing to think you are the favorite. I think it really brings you down. However you feel, if everyone says you're really great, uh, you know, it doesn't feel good. So I feel like if I think I'm the underdog, I train hard. I in all my matches, I really thought that I was the underdog, and I did great, better. The one where I got that stupid confidence was Frode match, and but I think that it's because that match was in my head for so long, and I felt like I improved so much. But yeah, um, yeah, I think the confidence is really the thing that's gonna bring you down. So always, it's better to put yourself. You're good, but maybe not that great. And that makes you work harder and makes you train harder and makes you think harder. All those things. And right now, the only thing I fear is that I'm not gonna be 100% healthy. So yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm focusing on. How many armors and pay-per-views can community handle? Yeah, I think it's even the ones where I was involved with. I would say we should bring the price down. It will, first of all, like $5. $5. I think that's cheap enough. So you don't feel like, even if you buy 3 pay-per-views in a month, you're like, okay, that's still like $15, doesn't matter. But if it's 7, 9, 10, in your head, like, that's a big money. I think more people would buy it as well. And Armwrestling is still new, so we should, like, some of the cards, like East versus West card was great. If you watched it home, you just got really drunk by watching it at the end. Like, oh, this is more fun. But it was such a long event, and matches were great. So I think the price came together. But some cards, pay-per-view cards, they will have smaller events. So me and Giannis and all that will be pay-per-view. But I think the roster is really good, especially if you United States, Europe, that's where we bring in the fans and everyone else. And I think it's going to be good. But yeah, I think the price should be $3.99, $4.99 at max, at least when it's not 11 arm wrestling Devon, or some matches, or at least 3 matches where it's like the champ, things like that. But pay-per-view era, if it's used correctly in arm wrestling, will create something really good. It will give arm wrestlers a chance to earn, so don't forget Ray. Artem is way better than Frode. I know. Artem is stronger than Lawan. I know even that. So I'll have to go to George just to test out. If I can do something with Lawan, then maybe I have a chance. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Artemis from Asgard. Watch out, Ray. The Thor. Yeah. Left and Spain. Let's see what else I was. Almost a paper if I could. Yeah. Who wouldn't? Yeah, cheaper pay-per-views will get lots of buys. I think so too. I think the problem is when the price is too high, and it always come, you have to have like the really great product. If your product is really, really good, people will pay way more than needed, to have it. But if we can just sell like 5,000, 5,000 maybe 10,000 pay-per-view buys. That's pretty much nothing. So I think the price should not go up. It should go down. Yeah. Yeah. So Artem is stronger than John. That's what John told me. I asked John, like, I said, like, John, I'm pulling Artem. Do you have some suggestions? And he was like, dude, run, run fast. That's pretty much what he said to me. And I don't know. Honestly, pay-per-views are pretty cheap overall. I think it's still too pricey. I think we would bring in way more people and way more people, and of course the quality. Like the Malta event, the quality was amazing. East versus West, the sound that was terrible. We didn't have like headphones. We didn't have microphones. Yeah, but I think it's for everyone. It's a room to improve. I think Norwegian's gonna show really good production. What I heard, they have like professional crew there that's gonna work the cameras. So yeah, this event, Engin versus John, I think it's gonna be top notch. Yeah, yeah. Does anyone know how many pay-per-views people are buying? What's the big event? I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Are your calves bigger than your arms, right? Of course they're not. Come on. Come on. Who has calves like this? No one has calves like this. That's what it was. 37 centimeters, 38 centimeters, Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kirsten did really good. Like he invested so much of his in that event, and um yeah, the quality was awesome. I watched it back. I'm like, this looks good. The sound, uh, everything. At one point we switched that audience can hear what I'm saying there, so they would react, because most of the people didn't, like, they don't know anything about arm wrestling. They just came to watch, and yeah, yeah. If there are too much pay-per-view events like MNT or Bowen at the same weekend, even cheap. Yeah, like Bowen and Michael, I think they created like for their members, for channel members. So you're incentivized to be channel member. So also you can be our channel member and support this channel. But I know you guys don't like me, so I will not ask for that. But if and it's like a bonus that they add, which I think is great. And maybe I'll look into it. But again, then we're already doing too much stuff. Artem's silver tongue is his biggest weapon. He has a lot of weapons, and and I think he has even license to kill. So I feel bad for that. I felt so bad for Kirsten to get injured. That was heartbreaking. Yeah, the first round of the first match, it's just terrible. I was just like, oh no. You can hear my reaction, like, oh no. And I look at Giannis, and Giannis like, it's over. Damn it. Yeah. So some issues with there was like we went to the table with Johnson. I'm like, I feel like I've been to professional tables so many million times, in my opinion, that I feel the dimensions, and I said like, there's something is off. Or like you feel like the pads the side are lower, so you have to pull longer to finish someone, and it just felt a little bit off. And Sweatin didn't get in, and Sweatin was supposed to be the second referee. As you saw, there was only one. Oh, Carolyn Looms just became pro Boss supporter. Thank you, Carolyn. But yeah, there was no second referee. If there was second referee, maybe he got in time to stop the match when his elbow was off the pad. Even when his arm was not crossing the the pin position, but the elbow went off. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. It was great. Oh, he's Arabia the strongest fuck. I don't get used arm wrestling every if I pain through it. I do you get used to arm wrestling? Yeah, I don't feel any pain afterwards sometimes. Like I said, my muscles will get tired, but my joints don't hurt, my elbows don't hurt like they did at the start, at the beginning. Because like we've been talking about this for quite some time. Why injuries happen video that we posted last week, go watch it. Pretty much explain. It's all about conditioning. You're just not ready. You just take the tension that you are not ready. And pretty much you will just put your body in position where it's not ready, so it's going to hurt because it's healing itself. So this is the same thing in arm wrestling. You just either need to figure out what is hurting and build it up, or you need to take your recovery more serious. And for me, I think recovery is the most important thing. Like if you've been training for quite some time and you know you're strong, you know you're good, but you're all the time injured and you feel pain, you cannot do some stuff, and you keep focusing on getting stronger, but you cannot get strong, but you cannot apply it because you're injured. It doesn't work out. Regular international, it's amazing. Yeah, it's coming to was great, even with the audio, as it was epic. Thank you so much. That's great to hear. Yeah, turns out we are the voice of arm wrestling. But if Neil wants that title, I said that I told him I'll give him the back. But yeah, I think me and Giannis, we usually joke the same as we're watching. So I'm just like, let's do that. I don't know if that was YouTube or what it was, but I posted the short video yesterday. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. I thought that was just brilliant. I thought that was so smart, so clever, and so funny for arm wrestling. I don't understand. I don't understand. It just like it was blowing up and then it stopped. I don't know. Maybe because I used like not 7 seconds, like 4 seconds of Eminem's verse. Maybe that's why. I don't even know. But yeah, if you watch that video, tell me in the comment section, did you like it or not, or what happened? Yeah, that's nailed it. Those injuries happen when your muscles are stronger than your connective tissue. Yes, your connective tissue is the one that is needed work. We know Ryan's connective tissue is the strongest there is. Next event you're hosting, will you wear a flashier shirt and flashy shoes? It would be awesome. So when we're going to Norway, I might go and buy new shoes and new shirt just for that occasion. But I have to find something similar. I found something in my closet that I'm not wearing. Maybe, or I'll maybe wear the same shirt just because Neil loves it so much. Neil sends me memes all the time. He just keeps sending me all those things again and again. And there's like, when you have time for that, dude, don't you have to work or do something, I haven't seen anything as disturbing as Kirsten's injury since I first saw Pradeep's wallpaper. So Pradeep upgraded, camera as well as background. Looks awesome. Should dress as a macho man for the next event. What's up? Eminem short was great. See, I thought so too. But Pradeep's wallpaper gave me PTSD. I haven't been following everyone so much. I don't even understand. But yeah, 2022 looks pretty amazing. Let's be honest. So many, first of all, great matches that we will see. Yeah, I'm excited. about everything that's going to happen. I made like I'll host 6 different competitions in Latvia this year. We did one in January. One is going to be this weekend. In the summer, we will do Riga Open and Baltic Open. So pretty much everyone's invited to come to those events. One's going to be here in capital Riga. We'll have fun. Maybe do a live stream from that as well. Maybe do some super matches for fun. Things like that. But last year was terrible for Latvian arm wrestling in home. I think we did just 2 competitions, no nationals, because the whole COVID situation. So as soon as you plan something, there's new rules, new regulations, and I'm just tired with all that. I just canceled everything. I said, look, we'll focus on European and World Championships, and that's what we did. We had a really good year, and I'm excited for this one as well. So with all those things that we're going to do here in Latvia, the world, 2022 looks crazy for arm wrestling. And I'm very excited, very happy. Ray, you have good insight. Dave Chaffee versus Derek Smith. Who do you think wins that one? I think it's Dave Chaffee comfortably. I just don't see Derek Smith beating him right now. Ray, how much arm wrestling YouTube videos do you watch per day? 2 hours more? I don't watch arm wrestling YouTube videos. I will sometimes watch something when it's a hot topic or something interesting, to get some insight on something. But I have a lot of stuff to do. It's mostly, to work on some skills that I need and, some projects that I'm working on. So things are more in that realm. We are being honest, we want to bring more exercises to the channel. We've been doing interviews more, opinions. I don't want to do like take on everything that's happening. I think arm wrestling news are great for that, and I think Ryan's doing all that. So I don't see what's the point of me talking about the same thing everyone's been talking about. Who will arm wrestle who got canceled? Like, nah, I'm good with that. We're gonna bring in like interviews. I really love to do those things. Nirvana, something in the way. That'd be Russia. Yeah. But yeah, we will be like the interviews. I really love to do those. And being honest, we are the laziest YouTubers there is, because sometimes we will have access to everyone. Like East and West, we had access to everyone. We could talk with anyone. And all we wanted to do was hang out. Like, I don't want to bring in camera and spoil the organic conversations. And the only thing we did pretty much, and I think that was really good, was a talk with Todd Hutchings. And I think that was just amazing. We just sit down and we just talked. And now we did the same thing with Michael, and we did the same thing with Sasha and Bozhidar. And I think those organic, even though we ask questions and it feels like a little interrogation, but it's more to reality than anything else. And I really don't like fake shit. Let's be honest. I like genuine things. And if you have to all the time create like excitement for something, that's not us. That's different channels to look for. I'm happy with everything that we have built. We have like the exercise, everything else. That was the plan for this channel, and I'm happy that it's I did so much in the beginning that it feels like what else can we do, but there's still a lot of things, still a lot of projects to work on, as well as if you are interested in arm wrestling training, link is in description for our Patreon project. You can join it there. If you want anything else, just let me know. Send me a message and I'll try to respond in time. I'm terrible at that, but Tim either. Nobody thought Derek would beat Tim either. Yeah, you're right, 100% right. Doesn't change my mind. Exactly, Brandon, but I bet on Derek Smith he will beat Chafee. If you watch closely and fix, sometimes you'll see peek at his makeup artist hairstyle. I know Ray likes Nirvana. That's like the promo video, the John versus Engin promo video. That was the guy Erling from Norway that organizes the event in Hardanger. He sent me that song and I loved it. And I thought, like, how can I make this into the video where it looks really good? And I think I did that. So promo video, it's about 3 promo videos back, but you can find it, and it's yeah. Set any date for Riga Open yet? Yes, but I don't remember from top of my head. Latvian Armwrestling Federation Facebook page. There's the calendar. You can find Riga's Championats, Riga Championship, and that's where it is. I think it was in a June or July, something like that. No, June, July. We had July something like 17. July we'll have Baltic Open. Yeah, those are 2 big international competitions that we usually do. He'd like. I was disappointed with your interview with Todd because he didn't jump up and down on the bed. He did it in his video. We edited out. We couldn't. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. Yeah. Hey, Quiggy. I'll see you in Hardanger, buddy. Yeah. Well, how long we're doing this? We're doing this for quite some time. 46 minutes, dude. I was gonna stake my money. I want on Sanders, put it on Dave. Shout out stake, easy money. I think so. I think so. I want everyone to succeed. I want Derek to get better, to get stronger. But I feel like it's Dave Chafee, but guys, it's Dave Chafee, so that dude is something else. You should, if you look at what he's doing to Tadzil, that should say a lot, Do you think Vlad could budge Hermes? Dude, you even asking those questions, you don't understand the hierarchy in arm wrestling. It's like the difference between super heavyweight, absolute elite, and 85 kilo elite puller are like day and night. The weight matters when you go to those elite levels. So yeah. Ray, I'm on top of you, bro. I know this. I don't mess with you. That's why I don't mess with fuck side ball. Something funny about 50-year-old jumping on bed. He's young in heart, He's also Mr. Proper, but yeah. Okay. Derek Smith is the walking Armageddon, and Chafee is next for destruction. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have any horse in a race in that one, so I don't care who wins. If someone asks me, I will give you opinion. Like you guys sometimes, living up to a hype, and we kind of live in this hype season where we feel like the hype is the one that it's moving the needle. And when someone asks who will win the match, and the matches are not even close, like absolutely not even close, and the result was like 40-60, it should be 90-10. It should be 90-10. But yeah, the hype train. Ray, you and Giannis have tangled. Yes, yeah, I saw it. And I remembered with Jeff. Jeff looked so small in that interview. Oh, I hope he's better. I hope his arm is, better. Yeah. Ray, did you answer Kudechi versus Chafee? I can't remember. In that match, I still favor Chafee. And if Kudech is young, hungry, but Chafee is so hard to beat. Benjamin, I like turtles. I have one in my house right now. So I like turtles too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I get that they've lost 3 in a row, but look at who he's lost to. No, chance to Jamie Sheldon. What's up, Jamie? Yeah. Jamie made that cool picture where he cut out Jeff and made him even smaller. That was awesome. That was really awesome. Yeah. Chafee must have applied to yourself. Chafee comfortably. I wasn't comfortably. You should go back and look at that match. If you think like people will always see what they want to see, but if you look at Dave's match versus Levin or over 6 rounds, and look at Devon versus Chafee, and if you think they look the same, they didn't look the same. So I don't know why people are not being honest to themselves. You can. I really like Devon. My green hoodie is somewhere here, but you have to be honest about. It's why should you? You can support someone without. Yeah. Turtle name better be Cobain. Turtle name is Leonardo. Of course it is. Yeah, I had Michelangelo as well, but that died quite some time ago. This one is 20 or 22 years old. So yeah. The question should be: could Chafee win a round against Artem? Oh, if they would start in a strap and Artem would try to catch it, then I think there's a chance that Chafee can pin him before Artem uses 1% of his power. I think then, yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me for this one. Tomorrow a little earlier, about 3 hours earlier, we're gonna talk with Engin Terzi. I'll ask him how ready he feels, how strong he feels. Tell him. I hope he will spoil all the strategy about his plans on beating John, and we'll see them. So thank you so much for joining. Everyone, that super chatted, everyone that was here with me, stay strong. Love Armwrestling. Artem is stronger than me for sure. 100%, 20,000%. Scrub that. 17 million%. Scrub that as well. 11 checks under his bed if Artem is not there, together with Devon at the same time, with the voice call. Cheers, guys. Stay strong, love Armwrestling.